Hi guys, welcome to another video by Analytics. This week's analysis, and my tell you, what a week we had, man. What a week we've had in the past, 17, 18 weeks. We've had one of the best times of our life with trading. So, starting off with a couple of headlines. Well, look who's back. Ray Dalio, the founder of the world's largest hedge fund, Bridgewater Associates, has retraced his statement and now sees Bitcoin as an alternative investment to gold. And he's one of the biggest guys in the world, because if you've heard a lot about Ray Dalio, it's very simple what he does. All weather portfolios, and that's the main thing. And I tell you, wow, absolutely crazy. The end to the Argentinian peso looks like that. Bitcoin is skyrocketing in Argentina as the country is suffering 35% inflation, due to which Bitcoin has reached an all-time high of 21,000 in Argentina, and the demand has skyrocketed in recent week, basically because of weak monetary policies. Mind you, this can happen anywhere in the world. Argentina is just an example. Major insurance, Mass Mutual, which has about, I think so, it's about 40 billion or 50 billion total in number of assets. Mass Mutual invests about 100 million in Bitcoin for the long-term value. One thing is that when the big guys, big players invest in Bitcoin, they don't do it for a week, they don't do it for 2 weeks, they don't do it for say a year. They do it for the long term. Similarly, MicroStrategy CEO Michael Slayer, who's just made about 230 mil on his recent $500 million dollar purchase on Bitcoin, has now purchased another 50 mil worth of Bitcoin. He's got about 40,000 Bitcoins. The company's got about 41,000 Bitcoins in total. And mind you, MicroStrategy is a tech company, and they've put all their freaking cash into Bitcoin. How crazy is that? Fidelity Digitals now accept Bitcoin as collateral and gives cash loans against him. Ripple's Jet McLab became the world's 40th richest person, but at the same time he sold about 29 million XRP last week. DBS, which is one of the top banks in Southeast Asia, has launched a full-service Bitcoin exchange for the institutional client. Standard Chartered to launch crypto custody service next year, and the CEO who sees widespread crypto adoption, which is quite bullish. Steve Forbes in recent statement pointed out that he was a long-term fan of gold, and that gold supply is rare, but not too rare compared to Bitcoin supply. Shark Tank mogul Kevin O'Leary ready to put 5% of his portfolio into SEC-approved Bitcoin ETF. Now, let's see what we predicted. So, 2 weeks ago, we had somewhat this as a support and resistance level. So, support was at 16,400, resistance about 17,400, and let's see how it performed. Boom, 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 25% in 2 weeks. That just tells you the power of our AI. It broke above, it went up to about 19,800 levels, and then there was nothing looking back. Absolutely nothing looking back. Trade for the future, well, is pretty simple, that we've got a support at 17,600 and resistance at about 18,400. So this is the level, and if it breaks the resistance, boom, 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 20,000 at a minimum. If it breaks the support, it will go down. As you can see, if it breaks the support, it could go down to 16,400 levels, 16,200 levels, and if it breaks the resistance, it could go up to 19,900 to about 20,000 levels. So it could give you 10% upside if it breaks the resistance, and a 10% downside on the short end if it breaks the support. But don't forget to look at our key conditions, which is watch out for large volumes, only trade on the 1 hour candle, and at the same time, make sure that this 1 hour candle closes below the level, not a wick, but the hourly candle should close below the level. That should be the case when you're trading any of the assets that we recommend. ETH again, this was our historical prediction on 30th of November. We predicted a support of 490 and a resistance of 530. Let's see how this bad boy performed. Boom! Another about 20% upside, but it retraced back to about 12% above our resistance level. But it's still pretty good, so you could have made easily 20% in 2 weeks time if you'd have traded on our ETH signals. Trade for the future, we've already given our support at 540 and resistance at about 580. If it breaks the support, it could go down to 480, 490 levels, could give about 10% profit. And if it breaks the resistance, it could go up to like about 660 levels, which would give another 10% on the upside. So in 2 weeks, if you get about 10% on the cautious end, that's pretty decent, I feel. But it's still consolidating between these levels. It's pretty good to see. Yeah, and don't forget the key condition that follow the 1 hour candle. Make sure the 1 hour candle closes above the resistance or below the support if you're following either of them. And watch out for large volumes. Large volumes are the key. Then the S&P 500, who's been a bit bad boy. So we gave a resistance at about 36.25 and support at 3,500. Let's see how this bad boy performed. Boom! Gave about 5% return on it, 5 to 7% on it, which is pretty decent, isn't it? But trade for the future from 14 to 18 that we've probably given out the resistance at about 37.20 and supported about 36.20, so like $100 level. It's a good consolidation zone, so if it goes down, it could go to about 3,500 levels, could get about 3 to 4%, and if it crosses like about 37.20, it could give about 2 to 3% on that end. So watch out for this as well. Gold, as we predicted last time, it had entered a support zone at 1777 and a resistance at about 1820. So it was supposed to consolidate here. Let's see how our gold perform. Boom! That's about 10% in 2 weeks in gold. Damn it, that's pretty sick, isn't it? So yeah, so gold is one of the best performing asset classes that we've predicted in the recent 3 to 4%. We predicted a shortfall. We predicted this drop in value, and we also predicted this now the breakout as well. So watch out for our gold. So gold basically that we're predicting is the resistance at 1850 and a support at about 1830. So it's about a $20 spread. But mind you, it's consolidating, and this asset burst. It literally burst. Look at the freaking volumes in gold. So yeah, guys, so wrapping up to this week as well for the coming 2 weeks. Happy trading, guys. Don't, you take us for granted, but we've never been wrong. You can take out the last 17 weeks spanning over two. That's about half a year. The 34 weeks we've done our, TCs, and we have never been wrong in the last 34 weeks. So it tells you something that we use something tangible, and that's the secret sauce for us. So alright guys, have a nice week, have a nice couple of weeks. Merry Christmas. Hope you trade crazy on Christmas and make a lot of money like us. And happy trading, guys, and be safe, and don't forget to put that stop loss. Cheers. Bye bye.